Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2. All right, what's up, guys? Chris Phillips, the Spurs Up Show. Obviously, no intro music, no intro. I don't even know if you count this as an official episode of the podcast, but wanted to put something out there. Obviously, over the last 24, 48, 72 hours, whatever, especially the last 24 hours, our worlds as sports fans have been shaken beyond comprehension. Obviously, with the coronavirus stuff, the NCAA making the decision to cancel March Madness, the SEC tournament came down. Obviously, in professional sports, we saw it with the NCAA with the College World Series being canceled, South Carolina suspending all athletic activity, even spring practice through the end of this month. And I'd be very surprised if we see any more baseball, if we see any more spring football. It has been madness. It has been craziness. I think this is probably the worst 48 hours or so of my sports fandom in my entire life. But I wanted to come to you guys really quickly. Again, this isn't going to be very long, but I felt like it was important for me to say something. Obviously, this has really shaken us all. I know I put a video on social media, and I'm shook. I'm very shook. I mean, obviously as someone that, and again, selfishly, because I do want to state that, listen, life is much, much bigger than sports, right? I mean, what's most important is everyone that's listening and everyone in the world's health and safety and, not getting it. Just seems like every time I refresh social media, every time somebody new has gotten this coronavirus, has tested positive for this coronavirus. So the number one thing, obviously, the importance lies in the safety, the health of the student athletes, of the fans, of just people in the entire world. And life is much, much bigger than sports. But on a level where those of you that listen to this show, and for me personally and honestly selfishly, this has really shaken my world up a little bit. Knowing, this was my first spring living in Columbia, my first spring having season tickets to South Carolina baseball, not being able to go see another baseball game probably for the rest of this season, knowing that the College World Series is canceled, which is one of my favorite sporting events of the entire year, knowing that March Madness is totally canceled. Gamecocks women not having the opportunity to go win the national title, which they 110% deserve. And if they're going to crown champions, they 110% deserve to be crowned the champion. That's a discussion for another date whenever they determine that. But this has been a wild, wild ride. I'm not sure it's even over yet. Again, USC football putting out a statement saying that they're suspending all activities to the end of the month. And again, guys, I'd be very, very surprised at this point if there was a spring game. And if there is, I highly doubt there'd be any fans. But, I mean, they're literally suspending spring practice all the way to the end of the month. So how are you going to have a spring game when there's no practice through this month? Again, baseball, everything. Our world has been shaken. The sports world, the world for sports fans has been shaken for sure. I know for South Carolina fans, for every SEC fan, ACC, doesn't matter which team you're a fan of. Professional too. I mean, NBA is shutting down. MLB is postponing, probably shutting down. NHL. Somebody made the joke, the only thing going right now is the XFL, and they might be geniuses because there's really nothing else to watch on TV. And that, it's funny. That's when it kind of hit me. Obviously, with the South Carolina stuff, it almost like hasn't even sunk in yet. Like I'm almost expecting subconsciously I'm going to head over to Founders Park and go watch the Tennessee game tonight. Go watch us play Tennessee all weekend. And I'm going to, it like hasn't sunk in, but it really kind of hit me, I'll be honest, Thursday afternoon, guys, when I got home. I had some lunch or dinner, if you will, whatever. Had some food. I was like, I'm going to cut on TV and just, a lot of times I'll just throw on a random baseball game or whatever's just on, right? And I sit down and I grab my remote and I'm thinking to myself, there's nothing on. There's no sports. So it's crazy. But, I know the question a lot of you have, what does it mean for the Spurs Up Show? I just wanted to really – that was really the whole reason of me putting out an episode today, and I'll probably put out another message on social media as well. I just wanted to reassure you guys that the Spurs Up Show is not going anywhere. I can't sit here and promise you that it's going to be the daily podcast Monday through Friday. I'm going to try in my damnedest because obviously, we're at a kind of a crossroads right now. We're searching for content. You know what I mean? It's just with literally nothing happening. This is also a very interesting time in the sense that I'm going to try to be as creative as I can as far as distributing content. I mean, I think there's a lot of possibilities here that we can be creative and do some different things and do some fun things with the fans and do some interactive things. But I just wanted to let you guys know, be rest assured, the Spurs Up Show is not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do my absolute best to provide the best Gamecocks sports coverage, the best Gamecocks content around on the internet. So again, I just wanted to let you guys know and reassure. Again, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words because it's just all kind of come at us here. And like I said, the last 24, 48 hours or so. So again, I appreciate you guys' support, everybody checking in, checking up, seeing what's going on. The show must go on, right? The show must go on. I know all of you, and especially me as well. It's funny. I was driving back home, and I was thinking, for a split second debating, should I record, should I not? But I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do in a time like this. And sports is a great way. And, even the content that I make and podcasts and ESPN and all these different talk shows, and they're all great escapes for people to listen about sports and talk about sports and interact and have great conversation and great banter and, be fans together. So I'm going to continue to do my thing. Again, I'm going to probably brainstorm a lot this weekend. I don't really know what lies ahead 100%, guys. I'll be honest with you, but the show will go on. I appreciate all your love and support, everything. I really, really do appreciate it. And like I said, the Spurs Up Show, I'm not going anywhere. We will persevere. We will grind through this. The number one priority, though, everyone listening, everyone everyone in the world, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourself, take care of one another. Just be smart because, again, it seems like every other second you're refreshing your Twitter feed or you're looking on the news or whatever, and somebody new has got coronavirus, and it's just spreading and it's spreading. And I want to believe that this is a overhyped thing. I want to believe that in a week or two we're gonna reevaluate and say, hey, this wasn't as bad as we thought it was, or we have a vaccine or whatever it is. But for right now, we have to take it kind of serious because literally every sporting event that we love in the spring is pretty much being canceled. So yeah. Kind of is what it is. But I appreciate you guys' support. Like I said, I felt like I needed to come on, say something just to let all the listeners know, let everyone know. Again, I'll probably be putting a message on social media as well. But I do genuinely appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Appreciate all you guys reaching out. The Spurs Up Show, I'm not going anywhere. The show absolutely must go on. Going to be here for you guys. And if we've got to talk about coronavirus for the next 3 weeks, I guess we will. I don't know. I'm right there with you guys. I'm right there in the trenches with you. We'll go through this and get through this together. But like I said, in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, be smart, and we'll talk again soon. Everyone have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk on Monday. Thanks so much.